YouTube faithful, what's going on? Captain Crush here. Let's get this thing started. We have a ton of games, which means there's going to be a ton of news. There's no way around it, ladies and gentlemen. There's just going to be a ton of news today. There's teams that are fighting for a spot in the play-in or trying to move up and or move down in the tournament seedings that's going to be coming up. We have about another week of regular season and then the play-in and then playoffs. Just like I told you guys, NBA, bang, it's gone in a blink. Cherish the times you have, even when you get sold, because when it's gone, you will miss it, just like NFL. And then come September, October, it's time to turn on the grinders again. We get a little pause with MLB and WNBA and PGA. Still gonna make it happen. Still gonna be coming on this YouTube each and every day, Monday to Friday. Still gonna be getting it done. But I tell you this, I will be missing the NBA. It's one of my favorite sports. As far as PrizePicks and watching goes, there's nothing like being able to watch an NBA game every single night of the week. Take it for granted, and then it's gone. And that's just not in sports. That's everything in life. That's just human beings. But without further ado, let's get this thing started. So the way I'm going to approach this Taco Tuesday is I'm going to attack it with a stud slip and a poverty role player slip. Those are my two intentions. I'm going to pair my tacos with my favorite goblin, which I will get into. Normally, I would gatekeep most of this stuff behind my Discord, but being that I feel like I haven't had a YouTube video in a hot minute, I'm going to do my best today. So with the tacos, I take all tacos. Before you say, Captain, do you like them? This is what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to take it and I'm going to pair it with LeBron James's Gobby's points. I think this is the most optimal 2x play that you can get. The taco with LeBron. He's in a must-win spot. Technically not must-win. If they lose, they're not going to be in suffering, but they want, trust me when I tell you, they want to win this game. That nobody wants to be stuck in the play-in if they can avoid it. And the fact is, 19.5 points for GOAT James, projected for about 24 to 25 in my projection model. I'm just going to go ahead, shake up the dice, bang, throw it. Historically, he smashes in this spot. I like a little run back on the other side, which I will get into once I go to this handy dandy notepad. And as you can see, I got Kurai, 1.13 fantasy points per minute with a 31% usage rate. And the same game, LeBron James, 1.43 fantasy points per minute with a 29% usage rate. So when you're taking these tacos, you need to stop just pairing them up with 6. Now, some of you are VIPs, you get 100. Other of you, you get 25. The play would be this. If you have 25, you do this right here, 1250, bang. You know you get your double up, you're going to be free rolling, and then, if it hits, of course, and then you take the other 1250, you can take 2 slips of 625, and you can make a 3-man or a 5-man or even a 6-man, but you have to make sure that you're maximizing your equity getting coin on these, just like yesterday's discounts. Told everybody in the cord, the goal was to get 2x and get some momentum into Taco Tuesday because it's been difficult. Discounts have been selling, and when that happens, people get annoyed, people get disgruntled, people are on hair triggers, everything goes wrong, and it can get a cycle really quick, even for myself included. We had ourselves a weekend, boys. Let me tell you, yesterday was a good day. Mostly everything cashed. I was able to make units yesterday. A lot of people in my cord were too, if they followed my advice and followed the slips that I posted. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend the first week of April hasn't been rough. It's been very rough, and anyone who tells you otherwise is a liar and a fool. Late April, late March, early April, it's always hard, okay? Early April is hard for the NBA. I shouldn't have said late April, but early April. Coaches are trying different things with teams that have nothing to play for. Studs are doing weird things. It's a long season. You got teams like the Miami Heat who don't even care about the regular season, that are just trying to scrape by into the playoffs before they turn it on. The point is, it's difficult, but this season we do have a lot of teams that are in the Western and Eastern spot that are all within neck and neck of each other. So today's one of those days where, except for the teams out of contention, everybody's trying to win. But like I always tell you guys, bankroll management, bet smart, slow and steady wins the race. It's not always a 5 and 6 man. You got to stop doing that. You got to do smaller slips. As an old goat once said, it's all about them twos. That's paying homage to a fellow traveler from once upon a time. He'll know who he is. But the fact is, this might be the play right here. LeBron taco, okay? And that's for all the tacos. Now, like I said, you don't want to do a gobby, whatever have you. You have your goblin, you have your 2x exposure. Now it's time to turn on the gas. Let's see if we can get a 5x, a 10x or something. So then you would take LeBron's fantasy. I'm not getting off of LeBron's fantasy tonight. Pause. We're good. Resume that, mummer. Let's go. All right, Kurai on the other end. You can take his PRA. I like the crispy push equity. Think his points is a little bit too high. I would be in the mix if it was 25.5, but I'm probably just going to go to 39. Remember, I always tell you guys on the tube, I'm a man of rules, a man of principle, a man of integrity. And one of the rules, whenever Curry is below 40, I just take a shot unless it's just a terrible, terrible situation. But this ain't that. He's playing the Lakers. He's going to want to turn up. They need to win games. 39 fantasy points. I'm going to take a shot. And his PRA, split exposure. Hear me carefully. Now, 1.31 fantasy points per minute, 31% usage rate. That's a high usage rate. The ball's going to be in his hands a lot. Pause. We're good. We're talking about basketball. And then as you can see in my notepad where I'm going with this, I got Giannis, Brown, and the rest of these guys to talk about. So that's what I got to say about that late game. That's my taco pairs, would be the Goblin. And comment guy, if you got a problem with old Captain Crush, you got an itch for Captain Crush, then go ahead and scratch it. Send me a DM or something. But don't leave me some nasty comment that's just going to be clown begging for my attention, because you don't want to get my attention. You don't want me to single you out, because when it comes to you and Captain Crush on this microphone, fella, you ain't hitting. So if you're gonna leave me a comment, I appreciate it, but let's keep things 100. Let's keep things a buck, okay? If you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to be here, but I don't need your negativity and your nonsense coming anywhere near me. Keep your poverty to yourself. I'm begging you. So, now there was a play that I liked, and I'm not even gonna mention him on stream because he's already got bumped, so let's just go talk about these two. Remember, I'm looking for 1v1 optimal run back, so I got Clint before they bumped him, so now I'm off. DeJounte Murray, 41.5 fantasy points. But Cap, the matchup, it's a slow pitch. I get all that, but 41.5 is a discount. We were just paying 48 and 49 for DeJounte Murray. Even as high as 50. They're in the 10th spot, I believe. Let's go look in real time, baby. It's real time. So here we are. Bang. As you can see, it's 2024. We got technology. You can see the Hawks. They're in 10th. The night. Look at these neck and neck. They want to win this game. So do the Bulls. So do the Heat. So do the Sixers. So do the Pacers. So do the Cavs. Everyone's within one game of each other, trying to pick and choose who they want to play. And the fact is, DeJounte Murray has a 1.16 fantasy point per minute with a 29% usage rate. Now, this is season average. It's a lot higher of late because, remember, Trae Young hit the deck a long time ago and Murray hit the gas. Now, you on the opposite side, Butler's been taking a lot of flack in the media. I listen to all these radio shows when I'm driving around, Sirius XM, whatever. They're all clowning him. They're all saying he doesn't care about the regular season, and that may be true. Now they're going to be in Hot Atlanta in the 404 where they sold it all the discounts were selling, and Jimmy Butler has a chance to shut everybody up. I don't love it. I don't even really like it, but I'm putting all that aside and I'm trusting the model. He's at like 41 projected, 1.12, 24% usage rate. I think these are the 1v1 for the studs from that matchup. Jimmy Buckets is not going to get a better matchup than the Atlanta Hawks, let me tell you. Or if you don't want to touch Butler or him, I don't mind if you fade either of those. Those are the most risky of the two optimals, the 1v1s that I liked. Then it's time for the coup de grace, baby. The Giannis Greek freak / fraud Antetokounmpo, baby. Yes, sir. Where are we going? Well, 52.5 fantasy score might just be crispy. No zinger tonight. Even with zinger, I was all over him. Pause. Nope, we're good. 27.5 points. He was just at 28.5 points the other day versus the Knicks. He hooked old Crush. He hooked me. He hooked me at a 40% on a massive $1,900 slip. I had a $1,900 slip to win 47 bands, baby. And I had 3 of 6 hit. The other 3 hooked. Nurkic, Lukic, and Giannis. Oh, it's painful. And I had another big slip that was 800 to win 8K, and it went 4 of 5 because Jamison did not shoot another basket all half. It was sick. I was trying to go from 0 to 10 grand and give the court $1,000 giveaway, but it didn't work out. I did double up my money, so I'm not that upset, but the fact is hooks happen. So Giannis, 27.5 points. We're getting a discount. I know it's a tough matchup. It's the worst matchup. They're the best team, the best defensive team, 62 wins for the Celtics, yada, yada, yada. Captain Crush knows it all, but I don't care because the Greek fraud / freak is somebody special, and on any given night, he can put up 28 points. His fantasy's in the mix. Granted, you're going to have to deal with those turnovers. I also like his PRA. I also like his R+A. So, Cap, basically you're just saying that you want exposure to Giannis. That's exactly what I'm saying, comment guy. Figure out what you want to do. Not everyone has access to Fantasy Score. Not everyone has all that. So I'm giving you multiple options. So whatever book you have, you can get the best line. Okay. Now he commands a 1.69 fantasy point per minute with a 33% usage rate. The fact is, the man's got the ball in his hands a lot, okay? 33% of the time. So I will take my chances with Giannis tonight. I'm going heavy on both his points and his fantasy, and I'm willing to lose coin. That's the difference between Captain Crush and Comment Guy. I'll make my reads. I have hundreds of people dependent on me, and I'll still show up, win, lose, or draw. I'm not going to win every night, and I'm not going to get it right every time. It's just my opinion. If you don't like it, you can go the opposite way. No harm, no foul. I don't care. Just keep being respectful, and you will never have a problem with Captain Crush. All right? So, if he sells, folks. It's just one of those things. I'm not getting off Giannis tonight. I'm not getting off of him. I'll say it again. If he sells, he sells. It's just everything's looking good on my end. My projection model, math is okay. I don't see these lines lowering. I mean, this is the lowest I've seen Giannis's points in a while. And I know the matchup is tough, but Zinger's gone. He's going to have a free reign. No one's going to be able to stop him from posting up, driving into the paint. I don't see it, so I'm just going to go there. And then the optimal 1v1 run back. Man, I hope no one's skipping around in this video because they're going to be lost in the sauce, baby. Well, they took him off the board because Zinger did get ruled out, but it was Jaylen Brown. So when Jaylen Brown does get back in the mix, you have to see him. I got his fantasy at 33.5, and I think it's in the mix, and that's my pair run back for Giannis. So you can take Giannis, Jaylen Brown, who has 1.16, 29% usage rate, who is historically towards them, Murray, Butler, Curry, LeBron. Now, if you're just watching this video and making a six-man and thinking, calling it a day, you're chalked. And Captain Crush will slap you back into reality and tell you right to your face, buddy, you're chalked. That ain't hitting. That ain't how you do it. And that's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to try to get you to understand the slate and where I'm going. And you make the decision whether you want to tailor fade or whatever it is you want to do. I don't care. Okay, YouTube isn't giving me anything to make these videos. I make these videos because it's a passion thing of mine. I like to help people. And hopefully you watch the tube, you want more, and you join my Discord community where I do live streams. I do give my projection sheets. I give my plays, and I generally help everybody in any way that I can. That is what I am doing here. All right. My Discord is not just about giving you plays. If that's what you think, you're never going to be happy, and it ain't the place for you. Yes, I do give out plays, but it's more of like a place where you will go in with maybe a little bit of sports betting knowledge, and by the time months go by, whatever, you build online friendships with people, a community where like-minded people, and you're learning, and I am the captain of that ship, and I give you all the resources and tools to help you out in your process, just like an Outlier Bet. Okay, it's the same thing, except I take it a step further. You get the live streams and everything else, and today's live stream is going to be critical because there's a ton of games and there's going to be a ton of news. So you can get in my Discord with CaptainCrush.net. If you don't know what a Discord is, it's just another community like a WhatsApp or everything else, but more advanced. CaptainCrush.net, gold package. Buy now. This will get you there. This will take you, and you'll get access to my Discord, which you'll get access to my projection sheets, the live streams. You'll get access to all my playlist, which yesterday's plays, I know the first week of April has been bad with everything happening, but listen, my MLB projections have been on point, and MLB's just starting. It's going to get better. The discounts hit yesterday. Everybody should have had a winning day. I laid out the formula for you guys yesterday. In fact, I'm going to recap it really quick. All right, so this was my plays yesterday. Gallen, Moore, 5.5 strikeouts, 28 fantasy score, cash, Goblin, cash. Sweep on Gallen. Edie, 14 RA chalked, 25 PA cash, 9.5 rebounds cash. Castle, 15.5 PR cash. Lance Jones, less cash. Castillo, this chalked, and this was just an EV play. I told everybody take more if you can get it at the right price on parlay play. And then Keller and Olsen, more 11 strikeouts, and Keller, more 5.5 strikeouts cash both. They did make him a taco too, but I also had the full line. So as you can see, everything hit but Castillo and the Zach Edie RA, but everything else, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 props hit, 2 missed. 9 and 2, okay? And I told everyone the main goal yesterday was to just get double ups and get momentum going into Taco Tuesday. I made a full separate post about that, and I gave you the 2 slips. Turnbull with Keller 4.5 or his full line, and then Mitch Keller's discount with Eddie's 9.5 rebounds. You could take those with half for guaranteed, not guaranteed, but a 2x shot that should be hitting. They both hit, so everybody should have at least made $75 yesterday, or at least half of that, 35, whatever, if you're doing things the way I tell you to do them. And if I go back to the winning slips, it looks like most of the people followed my advice. Bitcoin DJ, Josiah, PB99, everybody's looking like they followed the advice for the most part, so that's fine. Trina's got a W, that's great. It's nice to see people getting W's. James got a W, whatever, yada, yada. Again, it's been a rough week with discount selling, and that hurts morale. It hurts everything. So when you do sign up and you come to, where are the projection sheets? They're under Captain's Daily News as PDF files. Here they are. Bang, that's where they are. You open it up, you'll get the whole thing for MLB and NBA. And then also, if you sign up with any of my partners, that will give you a 30-day free discount trial as well. So I hope to see you guys in the mix. I hope you guys get in and join. Remember, we do a lot of stuff in there. It's a fun place. I got, for the most part, there's maybe like 2 or 3 toxic people, and they never end up renewing. They end up leaving on their own if I don't ban them before then. But we have a good core group of guys. I don't care what anyone says. I promise you I don't care, dude. When at the end of the day, everybody can say whatever they want in text, but when it comes to a microphone, no one's gonna say anything because they know. And if I do have people that want to criticize me, I don't do everything correctly. I have things I can improve on. I'm fine with that. You DM me your grievances and we will come to a middle ground, whether it's on anything. I've had plenty of people do that. We always find a compromise. I respect people like that. I don't respect random anonymous people talking nonsense just trying to get clout. So CaptainCrush.net gold package. Let's crush together. I hope to see you guys in there. If you do join up, let me know. Introduce yourself. 90% are real friendly. Now, for the rest of this slate, I talked about the studs, and I will make a poverty roll member slip with guys like Goodwin. He was in my, you guys want to talk about cajones. I literally had a $10,000 potential win. I had 800 on one and 95 on another to win, 95 on a 6-man, by the way, to win a total of like $10,250. Both went 5 of 6 and 4 of 5. And Jordan Goodwin was one of the anchors in there. But today he's playing the Spurs. Memphis is poverty completely right now. I will take a shot on Jordan Goodwin again. I'm not sure which proposition, but I am going to make a poverty roll member slip like this, and he will be in there. I'm just not sure what proposition yet. Now, I am the dunk king, and everybody knows it, but they don't have dunks on the board right now. But they do have 3 points attempted, and Captain Crush always gets in the mix on this. But guess what? There's nothing here that I'm really interested in, folks. I don't see it. And remember, if they put Russell and stuff up here, we'll have to get in the mix and reconsider that. But for those of you that don't have fantasy scores or whatever, I will leave you with 2 first half propositions that I do like. Also, Parlay Play is stepping up their game, and they have a protected play today. So if you bet 10 today, as long as it's a 15x multiplier or higher, if it doesn't hit, they're going to give it to you back in promo funds. Link for Parlay Plays in the description. You'll get your match. You'll also get the 30 free days. But if you want some first half action, these are the rules. Whenever Luke is below 27 or at 27 PRA, I take a shot. Okay, so 27 PRA, it has push equity. The matchup is as good as it's going to get. They're probably going to blow them out completely. He is the taco, so hopefully he doesn't fall in the taco curse. But I will have exposure to this. And my favorite one, even way more favorite than Luka, is Joel Embiid, 15.5 points. I got him at 14.5 last night, thank God. But now they bumped it up, and I still don't care. He was in my mega nuke for $800 the other day as well. His first half at 14.5. I like both of these. I have split exposure. It's too low. I don't care. Joel Embiid used to literally get 20 or more points every quarter for the longest. Is it going to be a sweat? Probably. They could limit his minutes because this game's a throwaway for them. But the fact is, I'm going down with the ship, baby. Captain Crush don't care. I'll go down with the Embiid ship because I got faith. He's won me so much coin over the season. I'm going right back to it. If he sells, well, by God, he sells. Captain Crush will go down with that ship. But I don't think I'm going down anywhere. I think Joel Embiid lifts a heavy boat, and I think Captain Crush, Cord member over here, YouTube faithful in the back over there, and Joel Embiid's just gonna carry us through high tide, baby. Carry us to the shore, finding a W. Joel Embiid, he's in the mix, and I'm making sure that I'll be rowing that boat right next to him. So Joel Embiid, you just made the list for like the 50th time this season. You gotta have some exposure to Joel Embiid. If you want to take the PRA, fine. My priority is the points. It has been bumped up a full point, so hopefully he doesn't hook everybody and land on 15, or I might just throw hands down in Detroit City. But I think he's gonna get 17 points. Let's hope for the best. And then one last thing before I get out of here. How about them Pirates, baby? 9-2? Well, today we lost, so we're 9-3. We had it until the final inning, and then they sold us. It is what it is. Reynolds crushed it yesterday. Martin Perez, a contact pitcher. He got it done today, baby. He got it done. I told you, he's trash, he's garbage, but the fact is, when he had to become a Pirate, the Pirates lifted him out of poverty. He understands what it means. The Pirates demand excellence. He understands what it means to be a Pirate. Decade after decade of crushing, of excellence, and he rose to the occasion. He's lifted his game. So Martin Perez might just be somebody we target in the near future. My hat's off to Mr. Perez. Even though we didn't get the W today, it wasn't his fault. Now, like I said, I'll be covering MLB during the summer along with WNBA, just like last season, but today I might be going to Merrill Kelly versus them Colorado Rockies because they are poverty. And I do like the crispy push equity, but I'm gonna have to wait and see. Yesterday my reads on MLB were pretty solid. I ain't gonna lie to you, they were pretty good. I don't think I missed any except for that earned runs by Castillo, but the fact is we only took it because it was mega plus EV, so much so they took it off the board. But I also had Castillo's over hits allowed. He got shelled. I had Snell under cash, Darvish under cash. It was a good day for MLB, and as long as the data keeps coming in, folks, it's just gonna keep getting better and better, so make sure you're in the cord. But this right here, all these gobbies and everything, instead of PrizePicks giving us normal lines, is absolute poverty. It will go back to normal eventually, so have no fear. Captain Crush is gonna be here. So with that, with nothing else to say, I hope you learned something, maybe cracked a smile. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave your boy a comment. Here's the salute, and as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.